Good morning. Today we're going to be taking a look at XRP, XRP dominance, Bitcoin, Velo data, and the Sigma coin. So, all right, quick check-in on where we've been so far. We had our high that came in here back on the 2nd of October, a 5-wave move, ABC down, an ABC up, and then a 5-wave move to the downside for a flat completion with an impulsive 5 waves off the low that occurred on Saturday. So since then, we've completed a ABC move to the downside, which gave us a back test of the 886 of this impulsive move, which is bullish. And now we've just been chopping. So kind of trying to identify what this is. The only thing that it's kind of making me think at this point is we might be seeing some kind of flat structure where we end up having a maybe an A, let's see here, maybe an A, B, and then a C leg that kind of came back up again. So this would make me think that with the potential flat coming into play, we may squeeze higher, come up into the top of this range and do something along those lines, or there's maybe another kind of hidden 5-wave move, because this was impulsive right here off of the lows. But then all of this chop through here definitely indicates that this is corrective. So this could be a larger wave 2 completion, and we just did a little mini wave 1 there. And that is now, maybe some kind of rising wedge where we're doing something like that along this chopped zone. So this is kind of my thoughts kind of going into this right here, is that maybe this is a wave 1 of the next degree with a lot of uncertainty still playing into the markets. So with this being a wave 1 or a corrective structure, I mean, we know this is impulsive. We know this is corrective. So this makes me lead to thinking we're looking for an impulsive move. So with a rising wedge, the idea would be that this back test would also hold a higher low overall. So we would expect to see that this would come back down into this region down here, but not set a new lower low below 294, and then ultimately not invalidate this low, which is 2.9392. So this is basically how I'm looking at it. But because of the chop, we might have one squeeze higher. But my thought is that we pull back, come into this region, and then we can start moving out of here. So, so I did have a long that I laddered into, got a little FOMO-y, ended up putting it in at this price right here, exited into this chop here with profits, and I'm just watching at this point in time, just because at this point our bias is flipped, that as long as we hold this low, every dip is for buying. So as long as this is in play, we are anticipating that up is the way. So the expectation is that we should be able to, let's make sure that we have this in the right spot here. Expectation is that we should be able to continue marching higher with the overall market itself. So during this time, we do have I can't get that to stick. Oh well, we'll come back to it. So during this time, we do have Bitcoin setting yet again another high, right? So we just keep marching up these highs. So we had this high from before, got above it, broke down, got underneath it, broke above, and now we are here yet again, putting and wicking a new high on the whole thing. So extremely bullish, no entries for anyone. Small corrections may show up here, but definitely extremely impulsive. And with that, it's taking a majority of the market share, right? So when we go over here, we can see that even though it's losing a little bit, some of the stables are coming into play, but it's still very high. But XRP is not benefiting at all. And this is the one that we've been watching for a long time. So this is our XRP dominance. I've had this box set here forever since we did this wick, and now we're actually closing lower on this move to the downside, and this would complete our larger corrective WXYZ behavior for the price move. And we're already starting to see that this box is getting shorter and shorter and shorter with an equal measured move at 4.24%, and we're just only 0.02% away. So my suspicion is that XRP will underperform or have that correction into this final move here, finalizing and closing this gap off of our lows that we have completed after doing a 5-wave move to the upside, and then a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 correction, which would be our triple zigzag behavior. Then we can finally get out of here. So this has been something I've been cautious of for a long time. The cool part is at least we're now doing it with higher prices in the $3 for XRP. And then finally, the Velo data has been also telling us a tale, and this has been something that has been coming up for quite a few times, and it's this section right here. So you can see that price action went up. Let's go back in time. So we have price action moving up, we had open interest moving up, right, really aggressively through this region, resulting in the price action during this region also going up, for the overall open interest. So we have open interest increasing, most of it's longs on the premium, and then that resulted in a correction. And now here we are, open interest increasing yet again, price going up but choppy, and then open interest is now yet again exceeding this red dashed line, which means it's getting way too pushed to the longs, which means that I would think that if you're a liquidity sweeper, you would want to come back down and smack this thing by selling some coins into the market. And that is ultimately what I suspect will happen here, that if we set this current price action with a lower low right here, and we go below 2.9906, which is our low, most recent low, then this will cascade down and start closing down this region, again with the expectation that we will hold this level here, and actually even hold this one right here, so we can get these guys all squared away. So 2.94 is our level of interest that we want to ensure that we don't go below. So there we go. So yeah, so that's ultimately what we're looking at here in this price action. And then with that, what makes me think we're still bullish is, obviously we have Bitcoin working its way off the lows continually, looking extremely strong and aggressive to the upside. It just gives zero entries for anyone to gain access to this rally that's playing after a wave 1, wave 2, and we're just in a really, really shallow pullback wave 3 breakout. And then that also leads us to the layer 2s, or the Sigma coin here on XRP. And you can see after breaking down out of this wedge, we have finally started almost making it back into this wedge with the $1.1 million market cap, or actually, I'm sorry, $1.13 million market cap, as we're slowly grinding out and seeing some excitement here on the 3-day. And we've been just seeing continual subtle buying pressure work its way in off these lows after we did a higher low for the price action. So ultimately looking for a breakout to manifest. That's kind of what we're needing, and hopefully we can see that kind of manifest here pretty soon. But so far very bullish and excited to see what I'm seeing for the Sigma coin. So let's see what else to tell you. I think that's pretty much it. So to recap, I'm expecting that if this low gets lost here at this one right here at 2.9905, as if we fall below 2.9905, we'll come back down into this region here to the 295, 296 region, hold those lows, and then take off. Otherwise, there may be an explosive liquidation that heads to the upside and gives us the ability to see price action explode. But ultimately, with Bitcoin taking all of the attention right now and our dominance, ultimately still wanting to go lower and close out this dominance to this 4.24% region. This would close the gap effectively that we've been monitoring, giving us the ability to finish all this up, and now we can then from there work our way out of here and see a corrective structure for the XRP. So all right, so that's kind of what I'm watching today. So this is the key level. We see us break that level. I will be looking to long into this region after having longed through here and then exiting, and now we're going to see if we can give it another shot here with a better looking impulsive move. This was beautiful. This is ugly, right? So all right, thanks so much for watching. We'll check in tomorrow.